Yo, dudes, the Empire's pretty chill. Maybe you could, like, join it or something.
Hey everyone, Lucamus Prime here. So it is time for another collection video today, and in today's video guys, I'm going to be showing my collection of Blu-rays for movies by one of my all-time favourite movie directors ever, and that director guys of course is none other than the legendary Steven Spielberg. So I'm going to be showing you the Blu-rays of the films I have which are directed by him. Now, as a bit of a heads up, guys, I do not own all of his 34 movies. For one reason being that I've unfortunately not had a chance to find them at my stores yet, sadly, but I have seen all of them, though. The only ones which I've seen which I don't own yet are things such as The Sugarland Express, 1941, The Colour Purple, Always, and also as well, The Terminal, and also Munich, and also I think as well, War Horse, and also as well, The Fablemans. I unfortunately don't own those yet, but hopefully at my local stores, I'll see if I can find them, hopefully in the future. So, yeah, here we go. So, let me show you what I have then. So kicking off, of course, is going to be his directorial debut, of course, which is 1971's Duel. This was definitely a very phenomenal way to start Spielberg's career. I definitely would recommend this one if you guys have not seen it. With this movie, according to the back of the box, it says region B only, so it's only playable in my region for Blu-rays. I think what's cool is it comes with a poster, so yeah, I didn't notice that at first, but yeah, I can probably put it up one day. And here's the disc, guys. Unlike the box, it doesn't say what region it is, but according to the box, it's my region only, so yeah, that's Duel. Then on to, as well, another film by Spielberg, which I do also own. Now, let me just find it because I have my pile of films with me, guys. So it is quite a lot of movies. But, yeah, where is it? Ah, here it is. So, the second film I have, I'm showing you guys the films in release date order as well, guys. So, and this film, of course, is what is, in my opinion, the greatest shark movie of all time, which is 1975's Jaws. This film is absolutely phenomenal. One of Spielberg's greatest movies he's ever made. It's an absolute masterpiece. In my opinion, the greatest shark movie ever made. And a big example for me of a film that did not need sequels and was better as this standalone movie alone. This Spielberg is really awesome. I love his artwork on it. It's really amazing, and yeah. And what's cool is, as well, is it plays in both Blu-ray and 4K, which is pretty awesome. So that's the 4K disc, and the Blu-ray disc is also behind it as well. The Blu-ray disc doesn't say what region it is, but because there's no region, it's probably saying it's maybe like, you know, an exclusive. Maybe it's, of course, all regions, I think. So, yeah. But that's, of course, Jaws, an absolute masterpiece of a movie, which is just phenomenal. On to another Spielberg movie I do also own. This is actually for the ultimate version of this movie. And this, of course, is none other than 1977's Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Now, it's been a long time since I've seen this film, guys. I think I once saw it on television when I was a kid, and I might probably rewatch it again one day because I remember really liking it a lot. So, yeah. This box is pretty cool, guys. It's not like a regular, you know, Blu-ray box. It's like one that opens up like this, yeah. So it looks like that. Got pictures there. And some nice other pictures here when you open it up as well. There's some discs in there. Which has like different versions of a movie, like there on that one disc, and here's special features. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah, really cool. So that's Close Encounters of a Third Kind, right there. I'll definitely give it a rewatch one day and probably review it in the future as well. Then on to, as well, the film which is my all-time favourite Spielberg movie, and this is part of the 4-film collection I do have, guys, which I'll show all 4 films of. And that, of course, is none other than 1981's Raiders of the Lost Ark in my Blu-ray collection of the Indiana Jones movies. So yeah, Raiders of the Lost Ark is a timeless masterpiece. In my opinion, Spielberg's greatest movie and my favourite archaeology adventure movie of all time as well. An absolute masterpiece in every way, which I absolutely adore. This, of course, comes with all 4 Indiana Jones movies, so I'll show you each one of them. When it comes to the region, however, it doesn't say on the disc what region it is, nor does it say on this box. So that's a bit confusing. But they do play, of course, in my region, but that's what matters, because I got this, of course, at my local store called Hex. So, yeah. So, there's the disc for Raiders of the Lost Ark there. It's just, you know, like a white background with a logo for a movie on there. Really, nothing really special there, to be honest, which is a shame, because that's my favourite Spielberg movie. There's the Temple of Doom, the second one. Although it's technically, of course, a prequel to the first one, although I pretend it's a sequel, doesn't feel like a prequel at all. And it's also one of those ones that helped create the PG-13 rating alongside Gremlins. So yeah, very dark movie. Then on to The Last Crusade, which is, in my opinion, where the franchise of Indiana Jones ends, as far as I'm concerned. And as you guys know, I flat out refuse to watch Dial of Destiny because it looks like complete trash based on what I've heard about it. And also as well, there is also my least favourite one here, which is Kingdom of Crystal Skull. This might be my least favourite Spielberg movie of all time, but for what it is worth, I would have watched all of the Disney War sequel Trashology, and definitely all of this upcoming 5th movie of Indiana Jones, absolutely. But it's unfortunately my least favourite. It was an unnecessary cash grab. And this disc here is the special features of the movie, so yeah. But yeah, nonetheless, I definitely do love this collection of Indiana Jones, and yeah, so much fun to watch these movies are of course, absolutely. Then on to another one of my favourite Spielberg movies, another example of a phenomenal masterpiece of his, of course, which is 1982's E.T. the Extraterrestrial, which I also have as a Blu-ray Steelbook, like I have for Jaws just then. This is an example of one of Spielberg's masterpieces, an absolutely phenomenal movie in every way. I adore this movie so much. So the front of the Steelbook has the iconic cover, of course, and on the back here you have E.T. and Elliot, of course, on the bike, and yeah. So, and inside, of course, you know, there's the disc there, with another iconic shot right there, of course. It doesn't say what region it is, but I can assume because it's a UK disc that it plays, of course, in my region, so yeah. That's good, I guess, so yeah. But nonetheless, I absolutely adore E.T. the Extraterrestrial, another example of a phenomenal masterpiece. Then on to another one of Spielberg's films I do also own, of course, which is 1987's Empire of the Sun, which I got from HMV. I think this is probably an example of one of Spielberg's underrated movies, in my opinion. And it's, of course, as well the film that introduced Christian Bale, as it says there, yeah, because this was one of his, I think this was one of his very early roles when he was a kid. And even as a kid, he was actually a very good actor, in my opinion. And the film has great performances from people like John Malkovich and Miranda Richardson and Nigel Havers, among others. It's a great movie. And the box doesn't say what region the film is in, but I assume, of course, it will play in the UK because it's a UK disc. I got it from HMV, so yeah. And there's the disc there. Looks pretty cool, that black and white. Looks pretty nice, that. That's Empire of the Sun. Then on to one of Spielberg's films, which I think is underrated as well, of course. This is a film which he has distanced himself from because he was disappointed with. But personally, guys, I like this movie. And that, of course, is 1991's Hook. So far, this is the only Peter Pan live-action adaptation that I've seen, guys, but I think it's great. I think it's underrated, and it's a lot of fun. You have the legendary Robin Williams, rest in peace, and Dustin Hoffman, and of course, giving great performances in this movie alongside Julia Roberts and Bob Hoskins, just to name a few. It really is a lot of fun to watch, and yeah, I personally really like the movie, guys, so yeah, I think it's underrated. And also as well, guys, what's awesome is it's region free. Has all 3 regions right there, so you can watch wherever you want to on Blu-ray players across the world. Even the disc here says it as well, and yeah, goes from Kex as well. Also, yeah. Then after that, guys, on to another one of Spielberg's masterpieces, of course, which is, in my opinion, the greatest dinosaur movie ever made, which of course is 1993's Jurassic Park. I've already shown pure love for this movie in my review for it that I did earlier this year, and I'm going to do it again. So this is an adventure 65 million years in the making, and he even says it there, of course, on the front of the iconic poster for the movie. And inside, there's like loads of like advertisements in there for like Lego, stuff like that, and 2 discs here. One of them is Blu-ray, the other is 4K, so that's pretty cool. I own all Jurassic movies in 4K, so yeah, this is an example of that. The Blu-ray here doesn't say what region it is, but I assume it plays in my region because I got it from Kex, so yeah, as a UK movie, so yeah. Then after that, on to another example of one of Spielberg's masterpieces, which of course is released from the same year as Jurassic Park, which is Schindler's List. This is, in my opinion, Spielberg's darkest movie, but at the same time, it's an absolute masterpiece. Like, it's absolutely phenomenal. And this film, for those of you who don't know, is also 3 hours long. So you need a lot of free time to watch it, but it's worth every damn minute, in my opinion, because it's phenomenal. You have great performances from people such as Liam Neeson, Sir Ben Kingsley, Ralph Fiennes, among many others as well. So this film is just absolutely fantastic. I'd recommend it. It's also pretty emotional too, but yeah, Schindler's List is a full-on masterpiece, in my opinion. The box doesn't say what region it is, but yeah, in this, there's like a thing from the making of a movie. There's one disc here, which is I think is the actual movie itself, and here is a bonus disc as well. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And I got it on Amazon as well, guys. So yeah. Then on to another movie, of course, after that, which I think is underrated, in my opinion, which is actually the second Jurassic Park movie to release, which is The Lost World Jurassic Park, or as I would call it, Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World, because I think The Lost World is quite a confusing title to start with. I think it should have been a subtitle, not Jurassic Park being a subtitle, but for what it is worth, in my opinion, this is in my opinion, the best of Jurassic Park sequels. It's my second favourite in the franchise, and it's also the only sequel that Spielberg directed in the franchise, and I think it's very underrated, and I've already shown love for it in my review. I'll do it again with this. So you got Spielberg showing, of course, the amazing, amazing title for a movie there, and on the back here it says "Something Has Survived," and in here there's like an advert for Fallen Kingdom, and there's 2 discs. One of them is a Blu-ray and the other one is 4K. That's pretty cool. The Blu-ray doesn't say what region it is for, but I can assume, of course, it plays in my region because I got this from Catch as well, like I did for the first movie. Then after that, guys, on to another one of Spielberg's films released, of course, in 1997. It's also, in my opinion, one of his other underrated films, which I think is also one of his, probably, in my opinion, the second most darkest film he's done after Schindler's List, which is 1997's Amistad. So this film, in my opinion, is also fantastic. You got great performances from people such as Morgan Freeman, Sir Anthony Hopkins, Matthew McConaughey, Djimon Hounsou, Chiwetel Ejiofor, just to name a few. This film is absolutely fantastic. I'd recommend it if you guys have not seen it. This is a premium collection version of the movie, so when you take out the cardboard here, you got this. For some reason, of course, you could probably call this a grey ray because it's not blue, the box. You could call it a grey ray. It doesn't say what region the Blu-ray plays in, though, based on the back of the box, though. It says for DVD, though, but it only plays on region 2 DVD players, though, because it comes with a DVD of a movie. Inside, there's, like, loads of merch here, things like some cards about a movie, which is pretty cool. And this is the Blu-ray of it here, which is, it's fine, I guess. I wish I'd posted a movie on the disc, but it's just, nothing, really. Just the movie's logo. And then here is the DVD. I think I prefer the DVD cover over the Blu-ray cover, to be honest. I think it's much better. But yeah, Amistad is absolutely fantastic, guys. I'd recommend it if you guys have not seen it. It's absolutely phenomenal. Then on to another one of my favourite films of all time by Spielberg. Yeah, lots of these films by Spielberg are my favourites, which is amazing, isn't it? This is, in my opinion, the greatest war movie ever made, which, of course, is none other than 1998's Saving Private Ryan. I absolutely adore this film, guys. In my opinion, it's the greatest war movie ever made. It's absolutely fantastic in every way. And I will be posting a review for this, of course, on its anniversary on September the 11th of this year, because it came out on September 11th, 1998, So this is it. It comes in a cardboard cover, and when you take it out, of course, it looks like this, of course. And on the back here, that's what it looks like. It doesn't say what region it is from, though, on it. Here is, of course, Blu-ray of it, and this is like a regular disc of it. And so yeah, but yeah, this movie is like absolutely fantastic. So this is the disc it comes in. So yeah, this movie is just absolutely phenomenal, guys. If you guys have not seen Saving Private Ryan, I'd recommend it strongly because it's absolutely fantastic in every way. Next up, guys, is going to be for another one of Spielberg's films, which I think is underrated, which is 2001's AI, Artificial Intelligence. in my opinion, this is another underrated film, guys, and I had a lot of fun watching it when I was a kid, and it comes like a cardboard cover, which is pretty nice. So it looks like that on the back and on the front there, and it doesn't say what region it is from though. So yeah. Here is of course the disc, which is pretty nice. Doesn't say what region it's from though. But I can assume of course it plays in my region because I got this from HMV. So yeah. Then on to another one of Spielberg's ones, which I think is also great, guys, of course, which is 2002's Minority Report. I think this movie is also great in my opinion, and definitely a great sci-fi movie as well, because it's about, of course, stopping crimes before they happen, which is pretty cool concept in my opinion, very unique for this movie, and I think it's absolutely brilliant in my opinion. So yeah, and so I remember like an advert for like another Blu-ray movie there, of course, and this is the DVD of the movie there, so it comes with a DVD version, and here is the Blu-ray, and what's cool is the Blu-ray says, of course, it's region 3, which is awesome. So yeah. So that's, of course, that's Minority Report, in my opinion, underrated movie. Then on to another great film by Spielberg, guys, released in the same year, of course, which is 2002's Catch Me If You Can. This film is also proof that Spielberg can do comedy films well, because this film is actually pretty funny, and it's also based on a true story. And you have great performances by Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks, giving great performances in this movie, alongside many others, just to name a few. It's really a lot of fun, and I'd recommend it if you guys have not seen it. It's a great movie. And the disc, however, just looks like that, though. It's just a white disc with nothing on it, just the movie's logo there. Doesn't say what region it's from, though, either. Doesn't say it on the box, either, but I can, of course, assume that it's region B, because I got it from Kex. So, yeah. Then on to another one of Spielberg's, which I think is also very underrated, guys, which is 2005's War of the Worlds. So yeah, I think this movie, guys, is really underrated, and is definitely, in my opinion, great. A really great movie. And I definitely think it's also pretty scary too. And the tripods to this day also scare me a lot. So yeah. And the music about John Williams is also scary as well. But then again, John Williams is my favourite composer of all time, and he's collaborated a lot with Spielberg on so many movies and gives great scores. And here's the disc, guys, but unfortunately that's what it looks like. There's no like poster for the movie on it, it's just the movie's logo there, sadly. Nothing really special about it, it's just, you know, a plain disc really. But yeah, nonetheless, though, guys, War of the Worlds, in my opinion, is very underrated. Then on to another Spielberg film, which I think is also really amazing. And I think, as well, this is, so far, I think, his first animated movie he's directed, guys. Of course, which is 2011's The Adventures of Tintin, The Secrets of the Unicorn. This film is absolutely phenomenal, guys. So far, it's my favourite movie by Nickelodeon as well. And the animation absolutely blows my mind, because it literally looks like a recent video game's graphics. It's just absolutely fantastic. And it's also, for me, an example of a film that deserves a sequel. I definitely really love The Adventures of Tintin. Then on to another one of my favourite films by Spielberg, of course, which is of course 2012's Lincoln. This film is also an example, in my opinion, of a masterpiece by Spielberg, and Daniel Day-Lewis was really amazing as Abraham Lincoln. He definitely deserved his Oscar for this movie. This film's a masterpiece. I'd recommend Lincoln if you guys have not seen it. Then on to another film as well, which also stars Tom Hanks, guys, by Spielberg, which is 2015's Bridge of Spies. This film is definitely really great. Spielberg continues to shine a lot doing war movies, and this film is really great, and Tom Hanks was great as the main character, and Mark Rylance also definitely deserved the Oscar he won for this movie for Best Supporting Actor as well. It was definitely a great movie, in my opinion. Really great. Then on to another film by Spielberg, which I do also think is really great. This film combines both like animation and live action, you know, like CGI, and that's, of course, 2016's The BFG. I definitely think this is a good movie, guys. Really good movie. Definitely, in my opinion, better than the 2D animated film. I'm personally not a fan of that film. I prefer this one on by far. This one is really great, guys. I'd recommend it if you guys have not seen it. So, yeah. Which is absolutely amazing. If you guys wondering about the region to the movies I just showed, it's unfortunately didn't say for linking or tinting what region they're in, sadly, but it does say it's region 3 for Bridge of Spies, which is great. As for the BFG, it's only in region B, sadly, for me, which is a shame, isn't it? And here's what the disc looks like. It's got the movie poster on there, which is really nice. And then also as well, the next one, of course, I also have is 2017's The Post. This is Tom Hanks' most recent collaboration with Spielberg, and it's definitely, once again, a really great movie, in my opinion. And it's only playable in my region, or region B only, and the disc also looks like this. It's just, you know, white with the movie's logo on, nothing really special there. It says it's region B as well only. But The Post is a really great film, though. Then on to another one of Spielberg's which I do also love, which is 2018's Ready Player One. This film, in my opinion, is also a lot of fun, and it's also, for me, no example of a film that deserves a sequel. I think it's really great, this. So, pretty cool poster there, looks like on the back, and also as well, there's the disc. Unfortunately, it doesn't say what region it's from, though, but I can assume, of course, it's in my region, because it's region B, with the UK, because I got this from Amazon, so yeah. Ready Player One's awesome, in my opinion, a film that deserves a sequel as well. And then on to the most recent film I do all my Spielberg, which is, of course, 2021's West Side Story. I think this film is great, guys. I had a lot of fun watching this movie, and this is a 4K version of the movie. It comes with 4K and a Blu-ray version of it. What's on the front and on the back there. And as for the Blu-ray itself, it says here that it's region 3, which is awesome. There's the 4K for a movie there, and there's the Blu-ray. Once again, saying it's region 3 there. So yeah. So there you have it, guys. And those are all the films I have by director Steven Spielberg so far. I'm hoping to get the other ones that I've seen by him, which I don't own yet, in the future very soon. But so far, that's what I have. So yeah. So guys, this is me doing my Blu-ray collection video showing all of the Blu-rays I have, which are filmed by the director Steven Spielberg. So you know, drill, guys. Be sure to give this video a like. Also, be sure to let us know in the comments what you guys thought of my collection. If you have any films by Spielberg, let me know which ones you have in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you have as well. So let me know in the comments below what you have. Also, be sure to join Team Prime by pressing subscribe and views in the future. If you would like to be a member, you can press join it using a piece of art or your description, and I'll see you all later.